Yep, time to talk about it, man. Georgia, Alabama. Recap. Shout out to Alabama. I had Georgia winning this game. I was like, no way. They made the same mistake twice. No way you just sit back, let Miro get comfortable, let Miro throw the ball, get easy completions, sag 8 yards off the wide receiver, and backpedal 5 yards back and let them get a quick, easy 7 yards of play off completions, march right down the field and 5 plays, you know what I'm saying? Like, 5, 6 plays. I didn't think that would happen. I didn't know Kirby would do that. That game plan was play conservative defense because they was too scared of giving up the deep ball. I don't care about that, man. Alabama was all in Georgia face the whole game. The whole game they was in Georgia face. All in their grill. And that push off they called on Dominic Love was crazy. I mean, the dude was holding his hands, and he just had... Anyway, I mean, Georgia lost the game. I ain't finna go with the refs, this and that. I mean, what it is. Game is over with. Can't go back in time, But Georgia, moral story is, Alabama, they came to play. They was locked in from start, and they let it get away from them. Don't tell me, Alabama played conservative, because they didn't. I see Alabama fans saying, they let the foot off the gas. You not letting the foot off the gas if you doing a trick play. If you up 20-some points and you doing a trick play, you not letting the foot off the gas. Clearly, you trying to catch a defense lacking and score. You doing reverses and lateral passes. Free flickers basically. You not taking your foot off the gas. What it was is, which is I've been saying it all year. I ain't really talk. I don't like to really talk about. What I'm saying, people, because I mean, it is what it is. Something. Like I said, I can't got no say so in it. But clearly what happened is, which I've been saying in a preview, Chad Chambers, man, he the weakest link on defense, Dan Jackson, yes, he not the best coverage, but I know Dan Jackson, he gonna give me 110% and he gonna make the tackle. I know Dan Jackson, he is a sure tackler. But it's like, I know what Dan Jackson brings to the table. Like, he's not going to be a first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. He may be a 6th round, 7th round pick when it's all said and done. But I know Dan Jackson, he going to do what he supposed to do. But Chad Chambers, is like, every time he's in a game, it's like Georgia defense is a liability. Like he you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play this game, go down that path. But it is what it is. In the past game, don't create no pressure, basically. In the run game, he's basically guaranteed 3 to 4 yards, running to his side. And literally, when they put Gabe Harris and Damon Wilson in the game, Georgia's defense instantly got better. Instantly, they was getting stops. Instantly. And it mind blowing me. Like, literally, the play where Miro had the ball to the quarterback sweep, and Gabe Harris was in the game. He literally pushed Jalen Miro. He literally took a great angle and was giving up good speed for Jalen Miro to the outside for a 2-yard gain. If that's Chad Chambers, that's easily a 6-7 yards, because Chad Chambers can't get out there that fast. And then I don't think he got to do is make one dude miss. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he make the tackle. Then Chad Chambers probably take him from behind. But literally, Gabe Harris in the game, he forced Miro to run all out the way. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't want to just get on here and bash Chad Chambers, because a lot of dudes got to play better. But it's like, this was the same thing last year. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing it this year in the games I've been watching. And it's like, I don't understand why he keep on getting a pass. And we got other dudes. Either way, I mean, I ain't coming here to talk about 15 minutes on Chad Chambers. But Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Georgia came in. Alabama scored. Jalen Miro did his thing, which is I knew Jalen Miro was going to get his. That's why I said, I know Jalen Miro going to get his. I said in the preview, I said, If this game is a low-scoring game, that means Georgia loses, almost like lose this game, because that means Jalen Milroe got his legs, Carson Beck don't. I said if it's a high-scoring game, Georgia probably wins this game, because you know what I'm saying? I like that type of game, because that means Georgia offense is doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying? But and a couple plays was, Oscar Delp, you got to catch the ball. Oscar Delp holding the offense back. You know what I'm saying? So Oscar Delp ain't been giving nothing this year. Hard, bad in the block. Struggling to get open. Still, catching, dropping balls. Like I say, I ain't come here to bash players, but I'm just calling it what it is. He got to step up to make this offense go. Offensive line, they banged up. But I know Alabama defensive line, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be aggressive. They front seven going to be aggressive. Carson Beck, you got to see the field better. He to be a fifth-year senior, you know what I'm saying, second year starting, you got to see the field better, man. Like, you getting baited up. At that interception he threw, he had somebody on the right side of the field wide open. When he threw that interception in the nickel mug, and he threw a rat to him. Like you can't have 4 turnovers versus Alabama and only get 1. And that's the thing about it. This game, it's like Georgia played the worst first half ever. Georgia played the worst best game ever. Like, down 28-0. People was turning the games off. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't turning it off, because I felt like, Georgia's going to come back. I was like, Georgia's going to come back and win the game. I said, Georgia's going to come back and win the game. I ain't turning the TV off. And then I almost did when it was like, what? I think it was 33-14. Something like that. 28-14. 33-14. I can't remember. And Carson Beck fumbled the ball. I was like, yeah, that's game. When he did that, I was like, that's game. And then Georgia got on getting it, fighting back. And they took the lead. You know what I'm saying? They took the lead. And then, Ryan Williams came. He did what he had did. You know what I'm saying? But Georgia still had a chance to win the game, or tie the game up. They still had a chance, but pass interference call, Cole Young, they get called. Then right after that, interception. Game-winning interception. It's just, you could blame both Kobe Young and Carson Beck. Like, Carson Beck didn't have to force that pass. I mean, it was like, what, a minute, 2 minutes, a minute, something. A good much time left. Georgia had 2 timeouts. And he threw it in the inside where the cornerback could make a play on it. You know what I'm saying? If he would have thrown on the outside shoulder and the cornerback just bullied, Kobe Young, that's one thing. But literally, even though Kobe Young would have fought for it, the cornerback still had a chance to make an interception. But Kobe Young still should have, fought for the ball. I don't know if the lights was in his eyes or whatever. I don't know, and he couldn't locate the ball. But he you got to fight for that. Definitely, when you see the DB about to make a play on the ball, you got to fight for that hard. Because I think Lawson Lucky said the interception when he one play. But Carson Beck got to see the field better. I knew it was gonna be a bad game. Aaron Smith dropped that ball. He dropped the ball, and Georgia could have went up 7-7. Georgia could have tied the game on 7-7. Then Georgia went down 14-0, 21-0, 28-0. I'm like, man, oh my goodness, like Alabama was turned up. They was turned up. It was like Georgia was overwhelmed. Like they ain't no way hit them. You know what I'm saying? They had to settle in. And that's the thing. It's like, man, you got 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers. Basically, almost a drop touchdown pass. Multiple drops. I mean, you had, 4 or 5 more drops than Alabama did. 8 more missed tackles than Alabama, which I understand. That's the difference between having a mobile quarterback like Jalen Milroe. Like, you gonna miss some tackles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had 4 or 5 sacks. on Jalen Miro, and he avoided all of them. You know, so that's gonna happen. I think we got one sack on him, but nonetheless, though, you know, I'm happy. Georgia showed fight. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it was like they just gave up. Like the way it looking, it looked like Alabama finna score 60 on them. No, it looked like the score was gonna be 60-14. Like no lie. Like, yeah, you know I'm not lying. Like the way the game was going, it looked like the score was finna be at least 50-21 when the final end of the game. Like I knew Georgia was gonna come back. I felt it, because I felt it the way the game was going. I was like, man, the way the game going, like Aaron Smith, you know, dropped the ball, dropped basically a touchdown pass. You know, the push off for Dominic Lovett, they called the fumbles and the interceptions by Carson Beck, and one of them, you know, him and Aaron Smith got wrong miscommunication and threw a rat to the DB on the screen. Then the safety. So it's like, as much as everything went against Georgia, think about this. On the road in Tuscaloosa, you know, a night game, you got a fifth year with a fourth year senior, Jalen Miro, second year starter, you know, electric player, you know, pretty good Bama defense. All that against you, 4 turnovers, multiple big play drops. You know, on the road, and you lose. You took the lead. You down 28-0. You down 28-0, and you take the lead with 2 minutes left in the game. Think about that. Like, as bad as this game is, yes, I would love to see Georgia finally beat Alabama. You know, to beat Alabama, I didn't want to see Kirby lose to Kalen DeBoer. You know, I had him winning the game. You know, of course. But it's not the end of the real. Like, if Georgia would have lost to Kentucky, then Alabama, yes, it's panic mode. But a lot of Georgia fans in panic mode, or a lot of people writing Georgia off this one loss. Like, why? For what? You know, like, why? I mean, yeah, if Georgia loses to Texas and then loses to Tennessee, the season over with. Or if Georgia loses to Texas and then Ole Miss, you know, the season's over with. I mean, Georgia's not going to make the playoffs with 3 losses, most likely. Unless the other teams have 4 losses, you know. But I'm going to talk about more Georgia versus Texas, you know, but don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted about Georgia. They still can very well win a national championship. And I believe they will. Because look, in my prediction video, I had Georgia going 14-1. Did I not? I had Georgia going 14-1. I said Georgia's going to lose to Alabama or Texas, but win the national championship. And I'm sticking by that, man. Go Dogs. I'm going to talk more about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make more videos. But yeah, it's a video 13 minutes long. Go Dogs, though. I'm out.